investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
Howdy! Welcome to the Hat. I'm Bellboy, and conspicuous by his absence is Sydney. He's not going to be with us today, unfortunately. He had to make a little bit of a detour holiday out of the blue, but I'm filling in. I'm holding the torch, and as we both promised, this is the breaking point predictions. So let's kick things off straight away then, hey? Looking at the card from a distance, doesn't look exactly the greatest card in the world, and as I said before, these pay-per-views, they're coming awfully too quickly for my liking and for Sydney's. I spoke to him before he left, and he's thinking he can't believe he had to do this prediction show so soon, and that's just the way it is. I mean, these pay-per-views are about 3 weeks at most, sometimes, maybe even 2 in some cases, separated from each other, which is ridiculous. But nevertheless, Carly and Kane, unbelievable. They've actually got another match on this card. With people like Morrison and Kofi Kingston not on the card as Intercontinental Champions and US Champions, that doesn't really do it for me. I mean, I don't know where they're going with that. Anyway, Singapore Kane match between these two, Carly and Kane. It could go either way, but either way that it does go, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. I'm going to go with Carly just because he's the face guy in this match, and Kane got the one up on him at SummerSlam, so yeah, I'm going with Carly. Then we got the tag champions, Jericho and Big Show, who are very good tag champions. I really like Jericho and Big Show as a team. They're gelling very well against Mark Henry and MVP. Now these guys look like a tag team. They're both wearing red the whole time. Maybe that's why, but I don't think they're going to win the belts. I think Show and Jericho are going to retain. It's got the potential to be a pretty good match, but Jericho and Show for me all the way with this one. They seem pretty established now as a tag team, and I think it would be a bad move them dropping the titles right now. William Regal challenging against Christian. Now the match at SummerSlam was ridiculous, about 30 seconds, if that. Might have even been less, something like 10 seconds. But yeah, William Regal's got his 2 sidekicks now, Ezekiel Jackson and Vladimir Kozlov, and I don't think Christian's going to get away with this lightly. There's a reason for a rematch. I thought this might have been the submission match as well, but as we've been notified that only the main event matches are submission matches, so if this isn't a submission match, which it doesn't seem like it's going to be, I'm still going to go with Christian winning this thing, because I thought the submission match would bring in the Regal stretch and that would be it. You know, Regal would win it, but I'm going with my gut. I think Christian, because I just don't think Regal deserves the championship at the moment. You know, he's just kind of got into this feud with Christian out of the blue, and he just seems to do it all the time. Just finds himself challenging for belts and somehow wins them, and he doesn't really deserve it. And that's probably what's going to happen again, but I hope it doesn't. I'm going to go with Christian, and I reckon Sydney would back me up on that one. Right, now it's obviously, you know what time it is. Yeah, it's the nookie crookie time now. Very small card, if you've noticed. I've predicted 3 matches, and I'm already halfway through the pay-per-view. So we've got 6 matches, unless they add another one in. They sometimes do it at the last minute, which sometimes happens. But as I said, no Intercontinental Championship match, no US title match. Don't know why that is. But this one looks good. Submissions count anywhere match between DX and Legacy. Now this, I hope they go out the back. I hope to do a proper like Attitude Era sort of match where they go in and start hitting each other with all kinds of stuff from the back. Maybe in the parking lot, you know, anywhere it can end up. Be good to see. To be honest with you, there's no way in hell I can see Michaels or Triple H submitting. it's definitely not on the cards for me. I've got to go with DX all the way with this one. I don't know how it's going to end up, I don't know where it's going to end up, but I know for a fact that, you know, DiBiase Rhodes are going to be the ones to say I quit, so I'm going to, yeah. Submissions, yeah, count anywhere, I'm going with DX. Right, now, Randy Orton versus John Cena in an I Quit match. This is going to be a close one. You know, the I Quit match is the one where they got the microphone and they have to actually say I quit, apparently. I mean, that is the, there's a very slight difference between a submission match and an I Quit match. I've always preferred submission matches myself, probably because of the Bret Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin classic match at WrestleMania 13, which was a submission match. I Quit matches seem a bit too gimmicky. You know, they got the mic, they put it in the face, and this, you know, never really done it for me, those matches. A submission match definitely better, but this one, I Quit. Randy Orton, I think he's had his time with the title now. You know, he's had a good run. Cena, I think, holds that belt probably better than anybody because it's his belt. You know, even though I've said it numerous times, I hate that title. It does look pretty good on Cena, so I actually wouldn't mind him getting it back. And then you never know, if someone gets it off him again, they might change it. But that could be wishful thinking. But I'm going with Cena, yeah. I think the STF, or the STFU as it should still be called, is going to do the job in this one. Randy Orton, I think, he hasn't got a good enough arsenal of submission moves to make Cena tap out. You know, unless the match is stopped in some way, I can't see Randy Orton retaining. So I'm going with Cena all the way. And then finally, CM Punk versus The Undertaker in a submission match. Now, this would be the biggest win of CM Punk's career for sure. Probably be the biggest shock of pretty much any match in history. I can't even remember Undertaker ever submitting. I think he might have done it as the badass at one point, but I mean, if you guys remember, let us know. I mean, I can't really remember him submitting at all. But if he submits, I will be absolutely taken away, blown away. But I can't see it happening. Hell's Gate is going to happen to CM Punk. So by the looks of it, we're going to have 2 new world champions. That's what I think anyway. I think Undertaker is definitely going to win. I can't see CM Punk. But then again, you never know. And I just don't like the fact that the title keeps changing hands so frequently. I mean, it's too many pay-per-views for a start, but I'm sure we're going to get onto an episode, I believe, coming up soon. Is going to be an episode of our opinion on the current status of the WWE. And we're going to have to run through a few of these topics, definitely. But that's going to come up at a later date. But this, for instance, okay. CM Punk, yeah, dropping the title to The Undertaker. So hopefully it'll be a good pay-per-view. Let us know your thoughts. Sydney will be back for the review of The Breaking Point, as I will be. And hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully we're going to give it a good few hats out of 10. But until then, what goes on under the hat stays under the hat.